Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. I am Mamta back with the new lesson. Here we are going to learn about some root words vocabulary related to various speech habits. So, first here is tesio. Tesio is the root word and its meaning is to be silent. The one who is silent all the time, who is quiet all the time. So, taciturn is the vocab and this vocab is made from the tesio root word. So the one who is silent, who is quiet all the time, who doesn't talk too much or who doesn't talk at all, will say he is taciturn. He likes to be quiet all the time. So we will say he is taciturn. Second over here is loquer. Loquer means to speak. The one who speak non-stop. Who speak anything and about anything. Who can speak about anything and everything. So we will say he is loquacious. Loquacious is the vocab which is made from the loquer root word. You can see here loquacious. Loquacious is the vocab which is made from loquer root word, and the loquacious is the person who talks non-stop and who can talk about anything and everything without having a kind of knowledge that if he is making a meaningless or meaningful conversation, it doesn't matter, he just talks. So loquacious is the person who talks non-stop. Third one over here is solus. Solus means alone. The one who wants to be with himself only. So soliloquy is the person who talks to himself. And there are dramas in which people or person perform soliloquy activity. I mean, they talk to themselves. So now I can say here that soliloquy is the person who talks to himself. Another word over here is venter and ventris, and that meaning is belly. Venter and ventris are the Latin word for the belly. We all know the belly of our body. And ventral is the vocab which also means belly. Now, fifth one is magnus. Magnus means big, large and great. Anything which is big, which is great, which is large, which is huge, we will say it is magnus. And the vocab over here is magniloquent. Magniloquent is the vocab which is made from magnus root word, and its meaning is the thing which is very big, very great, very large. We will call it magniloquent. Now, sixth one is grandis, and grandis stands for grand, the thing which is grand, which is big. So grandis means big, grand, large, and the vocab over here is grandiloquent. Its root word is grandis, and grandiloquent meaning is pretty much same as magniloquent. Now, seventh one over here is verbum. Verbum means word, and vocab here is verbatim. Verbatim is like writing and speaking exactly what is written. So word by word, writing something word by word, हूबहू लिखना, शब्द बाय शब्द जो चीज हम लिखते हैं उसके लिए हम वर्बेटिम लगाते हैं. And verbum means word. So verbatim means something which we are writing word by word, or which we are speaking word by word. So verbum or verbatim means word. Now eighth one is eighth over here is Volvo and Volters, means to roll something. Now vocab here is revolution. Revolution you can see Volvo is the root word, and Volvo means to roll something, and revolution stands for like revolution is a kind of action which is taken from a very large group of people to change the government, or we can say revolution means to change the idea, to change the mind, to change the opinion, to change the methods by a very large group of people. And revolution means to roll our ideas, to roll our methods, to make change in the society, for the growth of the society, for the development of the country. So revolution is a kind of, we can say in Hindi, revolution is kranti. I can say revolution means kranti in Hindi. So you can understand it now. Ninth one over here is sopor and somnus. You can see here the vocab sopor and somnus. Sleep means and need. Okay? And soporific and somnolency are the two vocab which are made from these two root words, sopor and somnus. Soporific and somnolency is the kind of drug which induces sleep or drowsiness. जो हमें नींद लेके आती है, ऐसी कोई टेबलेट हम लेते हैं तो उसको हम सोपोरिफिक बोलते हैं या सोमनोलेंसी. Now, any kind of thing which induces sleep, we can say it is soporific or somnolency. Now, another one over here is garrulous. Garrulous root word stands for to chatter or to speak a lot. So, vocab here is garrulous. Garrulous is a person who talks non-stop and doesn't talk meaningful. His only purpose is to talk non-stop. Okay, excessive talking. So garrulous means the person who talks excessively, who talks non-stop, whose motto is not to speak meaningful, who just talk non-stop and doesn't make any sense. So garrulous or garrulous means to chatter. 11th over here is animus. Animus means mind. Now the vocab is magnanimous. Magnanimous, you can see magnum means big. Here you can see big, and animus means mind. The one who has a big mind, or we can say the one who has a big heart. So magnanimous person who has big heart, हम बोलते बड़े दिल वाला, बड़े मन वाला. So magnanimous person is a person who has a big heart. A big hearted person, we can say he is magnanimous. Now opus means work. So magnum opus here is the vocab. Magnum means big, opus means work. So the a work which is very big, which is very large, we can say it is a magnum opus. If I have to use the example, then if you have ever watched Bahubali film, it is a magnum opus film. It is a very big budgeted film, so we can say magnum opus film is the Bahubali film, or any film which you have watched and you know that that film is high budgeted film, then you can say it is magnum opus film. Or any work which is very big or very large, or which has very large amount of investment financially, artistic thing, then we can say it is a magnum opus work. Now opero means to work. So and the work here vocab is operator. So operator is a person who works a particular machine. किसी एक पर्टिकुलर मशीन को जो कार्य कराता है उसे हम ऑपरेटर बोलते हैं. You can see that in mobile we have operators. If we are having any kind of issues related to phone, related to our SIM, then we have an operator. We talk to the operator, and or we can find the suggestion from the operator which is operating that particular machine or the particular equipment. So operator is a particular person who works a particular machine or a particular equipment. ठीक है, opero means to work. Now 14 is oris. Oris stands for ear, and the vocab is auricle. Auricle meaning is the same ear. कान के लिए oris जो है लैटिन वर्ड में बोला जाता है. Auricle is the vocab related to ear. Now 15 is aveniculus. Aveniculus means uncle, especially maternal side of uncle. आपकी माता की तरफ के जो अंकल होते हैं उनके लिए है. And the vocab is avenicular. Avenicular is stands for uncle, or we can say particularly maternal side uncle. Now 16 is dorsum. Dorsum is the back side of anything. In general we say it is back side, but in Latin we have a root word dorsum, and the vocab in modern English will be dorsal. Dorsal is the back side of any particular thing. Now 17 is vox and vocis. Vox and vocis we have already learnt in our previous videos. If you have not watched it yet, then go and watch that video. Now vox and vocis means voice, आवाज, and the vocab over here is vociferous or vociferate. Vociferate, you can see here, fero means to carry and to bear something. So to carry your voice, on a higher level, or we can say the one who is very loud in his voice, who makes loud opinion, then we can say he is vociferous person. Now pharaoh means to carry something, to bear something, किसी चीज को सहन करना, किसी चीज को carry करना means, or pharaoh means to carry something. So the verb over here is, or the vocab over here is somniferous. Somni means we can say here sleep, नींद आना, or ferous means to carry. So anything which carries sleeps or which induces sleeps or sleep, we can say somniferous is a particular drug, or somniferous is a thing which induces sleeps, which induces drowsiness. Then we will say it is a somniferous thing. Now 19 over here is ambulo. Ambulo means to walk, something to walk, किसी चीज को चलाना. Now Vocab here is preamble. Pre means पहले, amble means चलना, किसी चीज के चलने से पहले, किसी चीज के होने से पहले. So preamble is a thing which we write or which we do before a particular thing we want to do. So now preamble you do when you are writing any script, when you are writing any novel, when you are writing any book. So preamble is you write preamble before you write the script, or before you write your book, or before you write your novel. So preamble means before initiation of the thing. Now here we have learned some root words and vocab related to various speech habits. I hope you all like it and find it useful. So I will be back with the new lessons. Till then, keep watching Saraswati classes and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to Saraswati classes. Thank you for watching this video.